I told my lawyer, the mediator, and a family court judge that Marcus hit me. He never hit me, not once, and I got full custody of our daughter because of it. Before you say anything, I know how that sounds. I know, and I'm not sitting here trying to make it pretty, but you don't know what the 3 years before that looked like. You don't know what it's like to beg someone to show up for their own kid and get a read receipt.
Oh, we're starting with the read receipts, okay? Okay, tell them why you were getting read receipts, Danny. Tell them about the restraining order you filed, the first one, that even your attorney had to withdraw because there was literally zero evidence. Tell them that part.
That's not the first one was a mistake. I was scared and I panicked and I pulled it back. That's actually called taking accountability, Marcus, which you might want to look up.
You pulled it back because your own mom told you to. I have the texts from your phone to your mom. You said, and I'm quoting, I might have exaggerated a little. A little.
Fine, fine, I said that. But here's the thing nobody wants to talk about: emotional abuse is real. Him freezing me out for 2 weeks when I asked him to come to her pediatric appointment? That's real. Him disappearing when she had a fever of 103 because he was at some weekend thing with his friends? That happened.
I was 4 hours away at my brother's wedding. You knew that. You are literally describing my brother's wedding as me abandoning my sick kid. She had a cold, Danny. Her temperature was 99.8. You sent me a text that said, and I still have it, she might have a fever. MIGHT.
A mother doesn't know exactly how bad it's going to get when she sends that text. And you didn't come home. That's the point. You made a choice.
And then 4 months later you told a judge I shoved you into a wall. A wall that apparently has no witnesses, no photos, no hospital visits, no police report, nothing. Just your word, and somehow that was enough.
Victims don't always document things in the moment. That's literally what victim advocates say. I had seen it happen to other women. No one believed them because they didn't have proof. I thought if I didn't say it clearly, forcefully, they wouldn't take me seriously.
So you just borrowed it. You borrowed someone else's story and gave it to a judge about me, and I lost 2 years with my daughter because of it. She asked me why I stopped coming to her school plays, Danny. She asked me that.
I didn't think about the school plays. I was just trying to protect her from instability, from a father who I genuinely believed was checked out and unreliable. I wasn't lying about that part.
You weren't lying about that part. Okay, cool. And the part where you said I grabbed your wrist hard enough to bruise, was that lying? What about when you told the mediator you were afraid I'd take her across state lines? Where did that come from?
You had talked about moving. You literally, at Thanksgiving in front of my sister, you said you were thinking about relocating for work. What was I supposed to do with that?
Thinking about it, I said thinking about it, and I didn't. I stayed. I stayed in a city I didn't want to be in for her, and you still found a way to take her from me. Using a lie, a specific, detailed, deliberate lie.
I know what I did, okay? I'm saying it out loud right now, which is, that's not nothing. I built a version of events that wasn't fully true. I took real fears and I filled in the gaps with things that didn't happen exactly the way I said they did. And it worked. And I have thought about that every single day since the ruling.
Every day must be really hard for you.
That's fair, that's fair.
She's 7 now. She still asks why her dad missed things. And what do you tell her? Because I know you haven't told her the truth, so I'm curious what story she's getting.
I tell her that grown-up situations are complicated. I tell her her dad loves her. I'm working up to the rest of it. I don't know how to explain to a 7-year-old what her mother did without breaking something that can't be unbroken.
You broke it already, Danny, 2 years ago in a courtroom. I just want you to admit that what you did had a name. It wasn't complicated grown-up feelings. It had a name.
I made a false allegation in family court to gain advantage in a custody dispute. I know what it's called. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've fully processed what that makes me, because I haven't. What I can tell you is that I wasn't trying to destroy him. I was trying to keep her. And somewhere in that, I became someone I don't totally recognize.
Funny how that works. You lied to keep her, and now the thing you're most scared of is the day she finds out. So who exactly were you protecting?
What would you have done? Tell me in the comments. Someone you know needs to hear this, send it. And there's a new confession dropping soon. Don't miss it.